No, I sounded like a dying cat. Ah, ah, ah. Perfectly normal behavior. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below. What was that? Down below and over there. That was a weird run of notes, but who cares? So if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you will have access to things like early releases of reactions. You can fast track stuff if you really want to see me react to something quick smart, and you can even become a reaction, as well as learn vocal harmonies. I'll put up tutorials. I'll do loads of different stuff. It's, you know, you shape it. You tell me what you want and I will try and provide that for you. Anyway, consider it and join the party. So we're going to go back to Miss Angelina Jordan. I know that I said I was going to go backwards, but I didn't really take into account that the show's kind of ongoing, and I also didn't take into account the amount of videos that I have to get through. So I haven't even had a chance to listen to anything else. But we are going to go and listen to this next performance. It is her doing Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. So I'm looking forward to it. I kind of can't wait to see how much of her own twist she puts on a classic like this. So let's just get started.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land?
Love this song.
I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man.
Listen to the notes that she is reaching down there. That's crazy. It doesn't sound like she's dropping her larynx too much because she's jumping up and down, so that my old man, it's just like she carries a lot of this with air, and it connects these notes together. Just I love the way that she sings. She kind of harkens back to like a bygone era where it's just a little bit more kind of tone driven rather than like crazy vocal gymnastics. Yeah, love it. Let's keep going.
You know you can hold me forever. I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. So
Wow. Oh, she just has this ability to capture an audience. Like, you're not going anywhere when she starts singing. She's got you in the palm of her hands. She uses a lot of scoops. Not quite like that. That sounded like I was on like a clown car. Yeah, she'll scoop from one note into another. And that scooping kind of helps the tone. It gives her that kind of old sultry jazz kind of singer style, but it also connects every phrase to each other. So it's just a very fluid performance. It moves beautifully. I like that she takes old style of simplicity and kind of breathy, airy scoops, and then marries that to more complicated kind of riffs and runs towards the end of her phrases. They're not overdone, they're perfect. Let's keep going.
goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't play me in your penthouse. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick.
Okay, so I know that's probably the worst place to stop in the world, so, you know, send me the hate mail. But there's a few things that she does that kind of tell me that that's her style. I could probably identify her voice in a recording now just from this. One thing I've noticed Angelina does a lot is she'll she'll use heavily a kind of an ow kind of vowel. She really kind of digs in all the way around that vowel. Ow! And then she'll marry it to like almost like a thick kind of yeah kind of sound. So, for example, back to the howling old owl in the woods. So, howl and owl are really pronounced, and then woods sounds like weeds. Weeds. It just gives it that really nice kind of old jazzy kind of style. There's so much to unpack in Angelina's voice that it's quite difficult to focus on just one thing. So I'm kind of like, blah, 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 blah. But she knows how to use every single corner of her like vocal range. It's incredible. Let's keep going.
Some goodbye yellow brick road, where
So
the
aspirate.
dogs of society howl. Back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting only by day. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road.
Hello, giggle at the end.
13 years old.
So good. Okay. So she just absolutely smashed it. Again, taking a song and turning it into this super intimate performance. Just a wonder stroke. Like such a good arrangement of that song. Just her, the piano, and then she just lets that do the talking. She doesn't need a big kind of show behind her. She is the main focus, and quite rightly so. I think her straight tone is just beautiful. Like really, really aspirate, really breathy, and it just carries so nicely. I kind of prefer that to the runs. The runs are amazing, and I understand why they're in the performance. But to me, it almost sounds like a lullaby. Like the beauty is in its simplicity, and don't necessarily think that it needs the runs, but they're perfectly executed. So you can't fault it. One thing about Angelina's voice that kind of keeps popping out at me is it's like kind of like a wave. Like there's always a swell, and then sometimes it comes to like a huge big wave. Sometimes it's nothing. It kind of rejoins back into the body of water, if that makes sense. So it's just got such an interesting movement to it, and I think that's one of the like discerning factors of her voice, like why she's so popular, because she knows how to utilize that tone and that technique for whatever it is that she's singing. She can turn any song that she sings into like an Angelina Jordan version, which stands kind of on its own. So at 14 years old, I'm just like, wet. So I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And I mean, this song has the word goodbye in it, so... So goodbye, YouTube family. I don't know how to finish. Bye.